Kids, do you pray for your parents? Pray with them. That's the start of it. It's not the only thing. It's the start of it. Of course, then they were born. They were blessed. And Jacob and Esau. You know the story of Jacob and Esau pretty well. They came out of these were typical sinners. David said, in sin I was conceived. And David was right. We're not born a clean slate. No, we're born sinners. And they came out of the womb like brothers. What did they do? They came out of the womb fighting. I mean, they were in the womb. She knew something's going on with these two. And they came out of the womb fighting. And she prayed, and God responded that, oh, you have two nations within you fighting. And Isaac for the Jews and Esau the Edomites. Interesting thought. Furnishing another book I learned this week. The Edomites. They had a person in their genealogy whose name was Herod. Herod was the one who tried to kill Jesus, remember? Of course, Isaac prayed for the 20 years for God's faithfulness. We're not told why she was barren, and that's a hard thing. Folks, the secret thing is sometimes God allows hard things, and those secret things belong to the Lord, and we have to be faithful and trust Him. We also have to not assume the worst. The reason why God is allowing something to happen is because He has a good reason for it, and we can't trust Him. Or that we can trust Him because God is always good. His plan is always great, but we'll not always know and understand all the parts of it until He's ready to fulfill it. That's the way God works. That's the way He always has worked. Of course, Esau came out. He was red. He ended up being very hairy. He ended up being, he's a hunter. He's a man's man, so to speak, I guess, if you will. Jacob was more dweller of the tents. He was a great cook. Was more domestic, if you will. What happened? Isaac ended up favoring Jacob, or ended up favoring Esau. Rebecca ended up favoring Jacob. I think another thing we learn about family dynamics in Genesis 25, folks, playing favorites with children, those of us who have them, is a good thing. And those of your children are out of the house. I've known parents that play favorites with their kids until the day they die. Folks, that's always dangerous. It's always dangerous. I think that led to the animosity between Jacob and Esau. That animosity was there. It was under the point. It was boiling and didn't need to be stirred. And it was stirred by the parents. Then, of course, Jacob Esau was the hunter, the violent, the more straightforward type. Jacob, his name means supplanter, trickster, when he grabbed the heel. That was characteristic of Jacob's life. That was something he had to constantly work through, a sin struggle he had to constantly work through, because we see a great example over here. We don't know how old they are. I would take that they were young men, they were probably teenagers. And I could be wrong on that, but it just makes sense, doesn't it? Esau comes in from outside, and what is he? He's starving. I have a preteen boy. I don't have a teenage boy who's always starving. So teenage boys are always starving. They're always wanting to eat. So I mean, now they always want to eat. They always need to eat. It seems like they're eating constantly. Roger Paul, he seems to be slacking off a little bit now, but he goes through spurts where he's eating his food, he's eating his sister's food, he's eating our food, he's going through and grabbing everything because he's hungry.